like the last generation of people who wasn't like chronically online. Like this isn't young for some people, but like I didn't get a cell phone until I was like, I think I was almost 15, something like that. It's like I still got the childhood of like, I got the privilege of boredom.
Yeah.
I think that's good for your brain to be a kid and have nothing to do and have to figure it out. How to entertain yourself. Go make up a game. Go play pretend.
Go walk around and go throw something through somebody's window.
Yeah, we have to go break some shit. I think that's good for you.
Yeah, dude, your mom came home and you're like, you got arrested? You're like, yeah, I don't know.
What else was I supposed to do?
Yeah, I threw something through someone's window. I didn't know it would break. Just shit like that. Like you just didn't know anything.
And I think it makes you a better person.
Oh, dude.
So now
wandering around just bored, hoping something would happen. A car drove by you, just watching it go by.
Just watching it, dude.
Laying on your floor, like hoping your mom wouldn't come home soon, but also hoping your mom would come home soon.
Just so somebody's around.
Yes.
Just to hear some racket.
Yeah.
I think it's good for you, man. And there's that's gone. People will never have that again.
Taking 1,000 naps. If anybody came to the door, you would go talk to them, even if it was like like a registered sex offender, whatever. Didn't even matter. You keep the chain on to keep them out, but you still at least talk to them because it was somebody to talk to.
Yeah, of course. And they were charming, you know?
Yeah, they were good at what they did.
Man, remember having to like ride your bike across town to see if your friend was home?
Oh.
And they weren't.
Oh, God.
And you just had to go back.
Yeah, dude.
Across town. You biked miles.
Oh.
Across grass.
Dude, it was, yeah. Oh, yeah, you'd find a new way to go. What is this video right here? We'll watch a route.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm following the curve.
My buddy's dad, and RIP, my buddy's dad just passed, Wally, and I lived with him, dude, right out of high school. I lived with him because he had a script for them wiener pills, right? And you just they didn't have Blue Chew at the time. You couldn't just be getting those uppers, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And so when somebody it was like, dude. So I was like, well, if I live with Wally, then he's got a script and I can just pop him if I need him because I had a ton of sexual anxiety.
And he wasn't using them all.
He was using them. He was going through them pretty quick. That's what I didn't know.
Oh.
I wish he'd have told me that before we signed the lease. So
you were going to have visitors.
Oh, I thought I was going to be living large, dude. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Of course.
I'm just saying, like, his erection was getting its steps in, you know? So all I'm saying, bro.
He's got a whoop around it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's dick.
What was the sexual anxiety that you had?
Oh, just in my I had a lot of sexual anxiety, bro.
Just nerves.
Yeah, a ton of nerves.
What is it?
I had a tough time talking with girls that made me nervous, bro. Like super nervous because I think I had a tough relationship with my mother. So even just the interaction with like looking at a woman, being looked at by a woman, that kind of stuff was like made me super like nervous. So I think it doesn't just go away kind of. So then you move on through life. And now the women you're interacting with, it's like about, dating, intimacy, dating, sexuality, whatever, wiener. And then
whatever wiener.
That's all, So just some of that. But anyway, so I went to live, and I got to talk, dude, I have you here and I'm talking so much.
No, I love the story already.
So I went to live with Wally, bro, RIP, shout out. And so we were living over there. We were living in like a studio apartment too, dude. So, no, it wasn't that bad. Sorry. It was a 1-bedroom, but the bedroom it just had a little balcony. It didn't have like a full wall.
Got it. Okay.
So I'd sleep out on the couch, and he had a car, and he would let me borrow his car, but the car, you couldn't turn it off. You had to get it jumped. So I would drive the car to school, and I'd park, like, this was at Loyola in New Orleans. I would park up by the, like, teacher's area and just leave it running the whole time. And for some reason, if the car's running, they like wouldn't put a ticket on it. They'd be like, oh, somebody just ran inside or whatever.
It's genius.
So I'd leave it running the whole time I was at class. It would cost me like maybe $6 in gas, but I would leave it running. Anyway, he got the pills. I would try to nibble off of him so he didn't see it. I would try to reshape him and shit, bro.
I was carving them into crescent moons.
Oh, dude, I was trying to make them all smaller and shit, bro. I was like
chiseling it down.
Yes, yeah. Bro, I was like, like shifting. It would be like an oval, and now it's just like a diamond or something. Like, it was trap shit, bro.
Did he ever catch you?
Huh?
Did he ever catch you?
He never brought it up to me, bro.
That's a gentleman.
And he'd have ladies over sometimes, and I was learning the guitar actually at the time, and he'd go in there sometimes at night and play Tears in Heaven for them. That's a song I could play.
Who sings that?
I did at the time. It was, Eric Clapton, there you go. Would you know my name?
Being serenaded to that would, I don't even know if I need the pills.
Saw you in heaven. Yeah, they'd be drinking orange juice and vodka in the bed, and I'd go in there and just play it for them a couple times.
It's so hard to smash with a roommate. I remember my first apartment in LA, I was living with my manager's son at the time, and it was a studio. There was no door into the bedroom, so it was really an open floor plan.
Yeah.
And I lived on the couch, and I had like the small closet, and then he had like what would be considered the bedroom. I remember he was out of town one weekend, and this girl wanted to come over, and we did sex in his bed, and she was like, "What are all those clothes doing out there?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I let my friend live on the couch."
Yeah. Oh, always.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend's not doing well, I would say.
Yeah, of course. It makes it seem like I'm doing a good deed.
Yeah, he's passing through town. He's passing through town and he put all his pictures up on the walls and shit. You're like, yeah, he's kind of guy he is.
Of course. Travels with his memories. Yeah.
Yeah, he travels with his memories, dude. Voila, dude.
What?
Yeah.
He's white?
White guy, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Can I tell him a story? Okay, so we have like 5 weeks in Europe straight. This is night one of us landing in Romania of the whole trip. Night one.
5 weeks is a long time.
It's a very long time. Night one, we're like, we're gonna go out have some drinks. It's Friday night. We'll see what Romania is about. Kyle gets roofied and robbed the first night on tour.
How do you know you got roofied, Kyle?
I woke up in an ambulance 50 minutes away from the hotel at 9:30 in the morning. My chain was gone, my camera was gone, and they spent $3,000 on my debit card.
Yeah, he couldn't like remember, and they had to like carry him through the lobby and everything. He was fucked up, dude. It was pretty funny.
That checks out.
Night one, dude. It was like we got back to the hotel at probably like 4 a.m. or something like that, and we're like, hold on, Kyle wasn't with us. I checked the location on my phone. He's still at the bar. We thought he had left earlier. So I'm texting with him. I'm like, yo, like, do you want Jackson and I to come? You know Jackson McQueen.
Oh, yeah.
He's so funny.
He's hilarious.
I was like, do you want Jackson and I to, we'll come back and get you right now? And he goes, no, it's all good. I'm heading back to the hotel right now. I was like, are you sure? He goes, yeah, I'm heading back to the hotel. Go to sleep. I wake up at 9:30 in the morning. My phone's ringing off the hook. And I'm like, fucking what? They're like, yeah, Kyle's in the back of an ambulance right now. It's like, no fucking way.
Could you communicate with him, Kyle?
No, I could barely open one of my eyes. And I knew I got beaten up by strippers. I remember that. That's all I remember.
Do you have a grill in right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Bro, we're sitting in the van day one after his recovery. It's all quiet. And we're trying to ask him little things about it. We're trying to give him some space. And he just goes, I think those strippers were mean to me. It was so somber. We're like, what? He goes, yeah, I think they pushed me down a lot.
Oh, damn,
it was one of the meanest things I've ever heard.
That's wild to say that specifically. I think they pushed me down.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah. And all you got was that grill.
You know what's so funny? If you look at mom, Christina from Iowa is on the top thing. She's actually more prominent than my own mom in most of these.
Really? That's her right in the middle? Christina?
Top right corner, the blonde hair.
And who was that? Your ex?
No. That was arguably probably the most famous crowd work thing was she's like this really hot mom, actually grandma, who lives in Iowa, and I met her on stage. She gave me like these cookies and this like really sexual shirt and everything. And I was like 10 minutes into the show when this happened. I did like an hour and 20 minutes just talking to her, and it was crazy good time the entire time. Like we were great chemistry, great banter. The crowd was fucking loving it. But at the time, you can only post a 10-minute clip online on like Instagram and stuff. So I had to edit it all down to that. But like the whole show was that, which never happens, by the way. Like that's sounds like I didn't have material ready for the show, but like it was just such a really cool in the moment thing. And went stupid viral. It's got over like I'm sure collectively over a couple 100 million views.
Dang.
Yeah.
Really?
Awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
No way.
She's awesome.
Dude, that's the best, bro. Where in Iowa was that at?
Des Moines, the Funny Bone there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes crowd work is it's different every time. That's the fun. You don't know if you're going to talk to, super hot mom or biggest dick you've ever seen or somebody all crumpled up in the corner. You don't know.
Yeah, it is kind of great. Oh, there she is right there.
Yeah.
Hey, we got that Michael Jackson thing here. I think I found it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, this looks like it. Let me see. In 1996, Michael Jackson shot a music video in Rio de Janeiro favelas. The world didn't know that this historic shoot was only possible thanks to the approval of a drug trafficker.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the government said it was too unsafe for him to come, but he wanted to come and be around the people. Let me see. Rio de Janeiro, 1996, Spike Lee's camera pans across the hills of Dona Marta. a favela clinging to the city's slopes. Michael Jackson has come to shoot his video, but the setting, a far cry from Hollywood studios, is no ordinary set. The governor of Rio is against it. The police refuse to set foot in Dona Marta, and yet the cameras roll. That had to be pretty brave, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, to be that loved.
Did it say that they looked out for him?
I would imagine so.
So when Michael Jackson arrives in Rio to shoot in a favela, it's not the mayor or the governor who has the final say. It's Marchino VP. The man hunted by police is also the one who ensures the king of pop's safety. So he was the head of one of the most powerful criminal factions in the city. Charismatic and ruthless, Marchino had established himself in a world where hierarchy is carved in fear and cemented by weapons. What set him apart from other hill bosses was a strange intellectual depth, almost unsettling for a man at war with the established order. It's just pretty wild that he went and shot that there.
It feels like he could have did it in Burbank.
Yeah, it does. But I think why did we even start talking about this? Do you remember?
Not a clue. Oh, I just mentioned that I was wondering what my sleep problems were if I had the same thing that Michael Jackson has. You said, hold on a second.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And then we went on a 15-minute loop.
Go back a little bit. The tent shoot. I just want to see that part. The governor of Rio is staunchly opposed. Brazil is still dreaming of hosting the 2004 Olympics. There's no way they'll let the world see what's hidden behind the postcard beaches to show the poverty, the drugs, the bullet-ridden walls. It would be bad PR.
Jesus.
Oh, he went and shot it there anyway.
That's so gangster.
He did stuff like that, dude.
The deal is clear. No money changes hands. No under the table bribes. Just an agreement. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, just kind of, wow, look at that, dude. Just to show up there, be that close to people just who
would never have access to you. You know what I mean?
Right. Would never have access to you. And also there's probably, you get in some dangerous neighborhoods, it's dangerous.
Yeah, but I mean, it sounds like the people he's getting approval from are like, nobody's going to fuck with you. We would be the people to fuck with you.
Right.
Nobody's going to fuck with
That's
you.
the thing.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, bro. That's what I'm talking about. That's the people you like. If you're with the people, you're with the people.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what these other little, fancy people say about this or that. I don't care. Say this guy's the #1 award winner, or this guy's this or whatever.
Yeah.
The truth is the truth.
100%. There's no replacement for real life.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I feel kind of, I don't know why I feel kind of animated about that.
I like it.
Oh, dude, that's so cool, bro. He can hear us.
Guy.
I feel him right now. Steve's milling around, bro, with his 97 different haircuts. That dude's milling around.
I know, bro, that was like the shortest his hair ever was. He used to grow it down to like his butt crack, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Total hippie hair, man.
Dude, a lot of people named Rick have ponytails. You notice that?
Mostly Ricks and Steves, I would argue. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
A ponytail is a Rick and Steve, dude.
It's a power move, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'll pray to him before every show and everything. Just being like, hope you enjoy it. In case you guys are watching.
Amen, bro.
Mm.
That's awesome, dude.
Thank you.
That's quality stuff.
I appreciate that.
Dude, I just saw this thing the other day about when Michael Jackson went to Brazil. Can you bring that up? Dude, he did a lot of things that he challenged the status quo. Like he wanted to go to Brazil to the favelas to shoot. Which video was it? They don't care about us right here. A song by the American singer Michael Jackson, the initial release.
Man, he was a beautiful Asian woman.
Yeah, dude. I saw him one time when I was on stage. We used to do there was a comedy club in Westwood I can't even remember it now. It was like Steve Byrne was there all the time, Adam Hunter, a lot of great comics in the LA scene. Dane would come in sometimes. But out the window, I was on stage one time, and out the window next door there was a Oz costume shop, AHHHS, and
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah, onomatopoeia, dude. And he was, and he pulled up with some security guards and got out and went in there. It was like after hours. They let him go into the costume shop.
No way.
So I'm on stage.
You would open up the store for Michael Jackson.
I'm on stage and and I know he lived not far away, and it was just the craziest thing. I'm like, oh, that's Michael Jackson. And I'm on stage saying, because I can see out this window on stage, and the audience can't see. It's from the second story.
Oh, they think you're making it up.
Yeah, they get you're a I get some guy yelling. I'm like, whoa.
Just because I saw Michael Jackson?
Yeah, dude. No.
He's really there. He's not my fucking sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So people will just call you just that for anything now.
Oh, I know.
What are we talking about?
I think we can all agree that the current state of country music is in pretty good hands, right? I mean, just tonight alone, we've seen Riley Green, Keith Urban, and actually making his very first AMA appearance, Morgan Wallen is here. I'm kidding.
Dude.
Morgan Fallen, dog.
Dude,
he's my little off-brand.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, we realized he looked like this when he accidentally shaved his beard in Europe one time. We were fucking tearing him apart. I called him Fail Earnhardt.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. You accidentally shaved yours, Kyle?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
he nicked a little
dude.
piece of it and then shaved the whole thing off. We
it's
were
the
like,
worst.
I had to fire him for like 3 weeks. I was like, I can't be around you right now. You got a vulnerable neck.
That's it. Oh, yeah, dude. That's crazy, bro. Dude, that's funny, bro.
Yeah, it was a decent bit. But then almost everybody when I got home, we were like, oh no, we actually thought it was Morgan Wallen. I was like, well, that wasn't supposed to be the bit literally at all. It's pretty, I mean, he's wearing my tour cut off jean jacket, a Red Clay Strays hat.
People can't see that good, dude. I'll say this: you had a couple too many wiener pills, your vision gets bad.
A lot of people thought he was Paul Rudd. a lot of people were saying it. His passion.
Take me on a little bit more of so you bought this Ed and Lorraine's house. Take me on the house that you bought and what you guys have done with it. I know there was like articles going around that you guys were doing, like you guys had turned it into a haunted Airbnb where people could go and stay.
It is essentially that. Yeah, we were approached by Ed and Lorraine Warren's family that they were going to sell the house, and we were the first people that they wanted to offer it to, and obviously we were fucking psyched about it. I mean, we have so much respect and love for their family and what they mean to the paranormal community. So I mean, to get to be a part of arguably the most prominent piece of paranormal history on earth, being the Annabelle doll in the Warren's house is fucking awesome, dude. And we got the house like as is. Like, we have all their old clothes, all their old tape recordings. No. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of old recordings and letters from cases that never got turned into movies and TV shows and stuff like that. And it's so cool, man. I mean, the house itself, museum aside, is fucking terrifyingly haunted, but there's like such a warmth to it. Like, regardless of what they did and who they were and what they were around all the time, like, it still feels like such a cozy family home. So we've opened that up to the public to be able to be stayed in as an Airbnb, and it's attached to the museum, which holds, oh God, I think it's something like 700 artifacts or something like that in the museum, as well as the Annabelle doll. And
take me through like just a brief synopsis of the family and the Annabelle doll, for people that don't know.
I mean, Ed and Lorraine were the most famous ghost hunters pretty much in the history of it. I mean, they helped, I mean, I guess documented, I'm going to say a few hundred families.
And they were spousal? They were married?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude,
yeah, she was a psychic medium, and then Ed was an author, and they put out a lot of good books, and they helped a lot of fucking people. And they are the family behind like the largest scary movie franchises in the world, between Annabelle doll, the Conjuring movies, Amityville Horror, all that good stuff.
And they, how they help a lot of people? You said they helped a lot of people.
Well, I mean, a lot of people dealt with like possessions and haunted homes and a lot of haunted objects and everything, and they would go to help these families with either casting out the spirits via exorcisms. Sometimes it was taking an item like the Annabelle doll off of the family's hands and putting it in a more secure place, stuff like that.
So you have the Annabelle doll now?
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Bro.
It's a pretty white thing to own.
Yeah, that is, huh?
Yeah, I mean, do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I believe in ghosts, but I get scared about it because it's like, you know, if you go summon ghosts, if you summon like, if you look at it as like the devil, I think there's different ways to look at it. If you look at it as like a spiritual thing, like maybe something that's in between here and there, But if you look at it as like satanic and you're trying to summon Satan, then that stuff is a little scary to me.
Oh yeah, I don't fuck with that stuff at all. Regardless of like there being a demon literally attached to that doll, like I don't fuck with it. I'm not hanging out with the doll. That was the crazy thing. People, I mean, that's a very passionate community, and it's one that I respect and I'm happy to be a part of. But people thought I was like, because I'm a comedian, that I was gonna like disrespect this doll. They thought I was gonna turn this house into a fucking frat house, and Annabelle was just gonna be crowd surfing like a stretched out blow up doll.
Oh yeah, I could see that, dude. People always want to like think about stuff like that. Did you do anything cool with Annabelle? Like, were you guys able to even like have her, like bring her out to have like a tea or something?
No, God, no. We would never let her out of that box ever. We've only had to move the box a couple of times, and I don't fucking touch that.
Really?
I let Elton, and we have a couple of priests that help with that.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'm terrified of it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm never there, by the way. Like, I'm not at that. People thought I was living at the house with Annabelle. I'm fucking never there.
You're not?
No. I check on Annabelle like I look for racism on Twitter. I'm like, good, it's still there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's going to exist, it might as well be like contained. You know what I mean? Know where to find it.
Yeah. Wow, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. It's so fascinating to me.
Do you feel like, do you want to create more stuff around like horror genre? Like, is that something you start to feel like? Because you said you're kind of at this space where it's like, you're kind of thinking, well, yeah, what else is possible and what else would I like to do in what direction?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, on the entertainment side of things, like I would love to develop some kind of like a horror project, whether it be a TV show or a film or something like that. But I mean, we're also even expanding in that space. Like we're moving the museum and expanding it to a location in Salem, Massachusetts. I think it's gonna be this September or August that it's gonna open up. So I mean, there's a couple other properties that we could potentially be buying as well. So I mean, I'm so fascinated by it. Like it is so new to me that I think it's very exciting. It's cool just to learn about it, and this creates a lot of opportunity for people to educate themselves on that world. People are fascinated by it, but they don't know a lot about it. So this is kind of like firsthand experience.
Have you had a supernatural experience of your own?
Oh yeah, dude! Of all the investigations and stuff we've done, I mean, I've seen and heard so many things that like I couldn't possibly explain. I mean, I've heard my name be said. Like I like EVPs, which is like the voice recordings the most. Like to me, that's the most fascinating because I mean, it's audible. It sounds tangible. You're getting a direct response to a question you asked. Like to me, that feels so undeniable. Like I'm in the room. I know who else is in here. I know this hasn't been tampered with in any kind of way. To me, that feels that's close to undeniable as possible.
Was there someone you were trying to talk to, or was it?
I'm trying to think of the most prominent one. We were in, I think this was Mansfield Reformatory in Ohio, I believe.
Shout out Mansfield.
Shout out Mansfield. That's where actually they filmed Shawshank Redemption.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. It's a really, really cool space. We were in what used to be the old library. We were asking like, you know, what did this room used to be? Here, clear as day. Library.
No.
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying. We were doing some in Lorraine Warren's house in the tunnel.
No, why?
Because she had no experience in this whatsoever. I mean, to her, this is just a grown man inviting her son up to Cleveland.
Right, this is like pedophilia or whatever.
Yeah, she had no idea. I mean, I had been doing comedy
or humorous pedophilia.
Humorous pedophilia. Maybe 5 months I've been doing stand-up, so I didn't know anything either. Yeah. So she's asking like, where do I park? Do we need to buy tickets? What time do we need to be there? Where do we need to go? Do I need to talk to anybody? I ended up asking him so many questions on behalf of my mom. He was like, hey man, it's actually not going to work out. So he canceled on me. And then maybe 6 months later, he was doing Youngstown. And he let me come up and do that. That was like my first theater show. Paid me $100 for it. It was nice.
Did you hold that against your mom?
Oh, my God, I was devastated because to me, I was like, this is going to be my big break. You know what I mean? Sure. I'm going to be this famous comedian after doing one guest spot in Cleveland.
Oh, but that's all it takes, dude. You get 3 minutes of a video, somebody bringing you up. You get to bring Ralphie up, anything. When you're that age,
of course.
Dude, bananas.
I know. It would have been awesome. The theater show was very cool. I actually ended up meeting Tony Hinchcliffe's mom at that show.
In Youngstown?
Yeah. She was just like, yeah, I have a son who just moved to LA. He's doing comedy out there, opening for like Jeff Ross. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't know anybody. Moved to LA and he was like, you fucking know my mom.
And why was she at that show?
She was just a Ralphie fan.
No.
Yeah. It was totally random. I was just taking pictures of people after the show and she was like, yeah, my son lives out there. He said his mom still has like the piece of
beads right in the middle of the show. And it was just like, it was a woman too.
Jesus.
And usually age is more of a guy's thing or whatever,
usually.
I guess. Yeah. So
And what, are you going to not acknowledge it?
I know, dude. I was like, oh, that's how bad things have gotten. It's like people just yelling AIDS out.
Dude, that's the other hard thing as well is like venue-wise now, the smaller venue I do, the more people yell out because like, they want to be the person that like gets talked to. Like they want to be the next clip. I'm like, it doesn't work like that. It's usually the least assuming person you talk to is probably like you're going to get the best shit out of them. It's not like the pick-me person in the back.
That's true, dude. It's always like that.
Like a comedy club is like so intimate. We're all kind of feel like we're hanging out that in like a living room to where it's nobody really wants to be like the dickhead to interrupt. So like that's kind of perfect. Yeah. And an arena's so big that like I think they assume you can't hear them, so they're not gonna waste yelling out. But like anywhere in the middle ground, like a theater, people are like, I know he'll fucking hear me.
Yeah.
We yell some wild shit.
Yeah, dude. I think it's like there is this weird thing where you yell because you kind of want to be heard, but you do not want to be called on. There's some of that energy too for some people.
Oh, of course.
Like you want to be a part of it, but you don't want to be a part of it.
I love the person. I love like the wife brought her husband, and the husband didn't want to sit up front. She's like, what if he talks to me? And the wife's like, it's not all about you, Ron. You know what I mean? And then you end up talking to that guy, and he's like, this is my fucking worst nightmare. And the wife's loving it. I love that dynamic.
Has it ever backfired? Like, take me on one that backfired. Have there been one that backfired? Like, because when you open it up to the crowd, that's another thing. Suddenly, 40 people they want to have they want to offer a suggestion.
It's very hard to direct a room full of people who are like, okay, now it's my turn. So, I mean, that does happen quite often. I mean, usually I'm pretty good at shutting it down, and everybody can kind of be cordial, but it happens. But you also get duds. You know what I mean? Like, you interview people. You know what it's like to talk to somebody who you can't hold a conversation with. So, I mean, that happens all the time. I'm not going to post that clip, obviously. So, yeah, it's not magic every time. But when you do get it, it's such a fun feeling to have that moment right then, right there with people.
Yeah, dude, one time there was a guy and his wife, he had a wife or girlfriend, whoever it was, had the craziest, like tits, right?
God, you couldn't think of tits, okay?
And they were so crazy. I couldn't even... It was hard to categorize them. They were so insane.
Onomatopoeias.
Just boom, bang, just like some real, just onomatopoeias on it.
Okay.
Just like some damn fucking, just some milk tonsils, just some like L5S none. Like you have no cartilage left from holding those up. They were just, you could just feel like one of her vertebrae having trouble.
God damn.
Yeah, you could feel it, dude.
Them Hindenburgs.
Yeah. She had them damn blimps, them front blimps.
Front blimps.
So anyway, dude, but they were craziest looking tits. And the guy's like, I said, oh, what do you do? He's like, I stock vending machines, And I was like, and what do you guys put in them? And he's like, muscle milk, And
damn.
And he says muscle milk, but then you see where you think he's getting the milk from. His wife's just sitting there all quiet with the craziest tits, like acting like she doesn't have crazy tits or whatever.
Course.
And she was wearing a little bitty hat. You ever see somebody who like pins a hat on their hair and acts like it's a real hat?
Like a brooch? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's a fucking brooch. It's like Toy Story hat. Yeah. Like, bitch, what are we talking
And did
about?
you address them? Did you address the titties?
Yeah, I said, where are you guys getting the milk from, right? And that was just, and dude, there was nothing else through the rest of the night that was like, there's just something about that thing that's in the moment and it was just simple. There was nothing I really had to do.
Oh, of course.
It was just
sometimes it just presents itself. Bro, I was in Philly. Yeah, this was in Philly, and there's a guy sitting front row. He's got like these like slack pants on and just had the most amount of dick sitting in the front of his pants.
Like a conglomerate?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Like a 7 dick pile up right in his own pants?
Melted 8 or 9 dicks on his dick.
Oh, wow.
it was so prominent. It stopped me in the middle of a story, and I was like, I took the camera off the cameraman's shoulder, zoomed in on it. The place went, it looked like he shit the front of his pants. Like it was so much dick. It honestly ruined my night.
Ooh.
I was upset. I was insecure for the next like 45 minutes.
Yeah, dude. Oh, when somebody shows up with that stepdad cock or whatever.
Stepdad cock is such a real, as somebody who had a stepdad, it's such a real thing. Yeah, I was so mad I wasn't his.
Oh, yeah.
For a few years, man.
Yeah. I'd have been afraid to come out of that thing, though. That stepdad cock, dude, you can't. That's why he doesn't have any kids, bro. A kid wouldn't make it out of that thing, brother. Oh, this is it right here. Biggest dick ever.
Is this a video of it?
It's probably a video, yeah.
And put your fucking dick away.
Put your dick away, dude.
I know.
They
Cameraman,
gotta show
don't
it.
zoom in. You don't have to. I can fucking see it, dude. He's smuggling. Unbelievable.
Cameraman just like wouldn't get the shot of it, and I was like, hold on.
Why wouldn't he?
See this?
Sometimes they're like 3 inches away from somebody's face, and I'm like, get out of there. You have a zoom.
Hold on, it's tangled up in his dick. Hold on a second, hold on. Look at this fucking thing.
You're moving the camera.
Bro, look at that thing, man.
Big bro got that front yard
Remember,
dog,
remember
huh?
an alien when it's coming out of her fucking stomach?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's a lot, man. Turtleneck dick is just a different confidence.
And he's wearing a turtleneck too?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man. He knows what's up.
That's insane. That's Christmas dick.
Like Christmas dick.
If you wearing a turtleneck,
A holiday hog.
tight pants, brother.
Yeah, he knew. You gotta know. That's not comfortable. There's no way.
That's that's all tight, brother.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
your whole
so
body.
glad my dick isn't that big.
Yeah.
So glad about it.
Yeah. Same.
But yeah, man, you get some weird stuff like that.
What about are you married? You're not married.
I mean, that lung was exhausted. I mean, god damn, dog.
I think I can. I think I can, dude. We got to get these brothers to school, dude. That was his lung, dude. Oh, damn, bro.
He would love that joke, though. He would love that
Oh,
bit.
he would love it, bro.
That bit.
Dude, honestly, I'm not even joking. I can feel him smiling right now.
It's awful. But yeah, I did have to take a couple weeks off because I passed out on the way to a show. And people were fucking pissed, dude. I mean, it was like an hour before the show was supposed to start, but like I hadn't slept for like 5 days.
What was going on? Like, were you manic?
Oh, incredibly, dude. I mean, I'm up like crying between the hours of like 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. just because I'm like, I just want to go to sleep. I'm exhausted and I cannot shut my brain. I'm like journaling to like my fucking dead grandfather. I'm like, hey man, send some sleep, dog. Something. Jerking off, back to journaling, doing everything I can. And I was heading to the show and I nearly like fainted and like fell into the bushes. And I was like, I cannot do this show. Like I will not make it. Like I'm not even gonna be. I wouldn't even be able to sit down on the stool. So we had to cancel the show. I'm laying in the hospital. I'm getting like death threats. And people like in bars in Indiana being like, "We hope Matt Rife fucking dies." And I'm like, "I'm going to, dude." Yeah, people did not care, but it was
Dude,
bad.
that's like Morgan Wallen just had a weather issue for his show.
I saw that, but it's like he's not a meteorologist. It's not up to him.
Yeah, he's doing the best that he can, and people they won't cut him a break.
Imagine it was like strong winds or something like that. I think they were.
Well, he has a big set, and it's like, if something falls, it's
Bro, a tornado touches down in the middle of the concert and he didn't cancel it.
Yeah.
He's done, dude.
I think
People die at the concert.
Yeah,
it's over.
You can't be on stage, Guess I'm the problem, and like people are getting hit by lightning.
Of course. Yeah, Twister's touching down. Yeah, of course.
Dude, yeah.
Oh,
That's crazy.
man.
Yeah, there's a Twister just throwing people up on stage.
Yeah, man.
It's like people are passing by you in the air.
You can't please everybody, man. He would have been.
Sand in my people are just flying. People are wishing they had sand in their boots because their fucking would be anchored down better.
Yeah, man.
It's like cut the guy some damn slack, man. He just wants to do his berry, dude. I remember
wild.
we spoke one time. You were having sleeping disorder.
Yeah, man. You called about that. I really appreciate that. By the way,
You're having a sleeping disorder.
I have horrible insomnia. Like I literally cannot fall asleep without like the assistance of something. Yeah.
How'd you even I mean, I guess it's easy to figure out, but did you notice what was keeping you up? Were you drinking coffee late in the day?
No,
Like,
no,
was there
I don't
stuff
do
like
any
that?
caffeine at all. Like never have. Cannot do it. My brain just like, when you're about to fall asleep and then there's just like the light switch just goes off. Your brain's just off. Now you are like unconscious.
Yeah.
I can't fucking flip the switch. I can't do it. I can get so close. My brain just cannot do it. I'm not even like thinking about things. I'm not anxious about anything. I'm not worried about anything. There's not anything in particular in my life that I'm worried about. Just can't do it. And I've been to sleep doctors. I've got therapists. What's that?
Did you go to sleep doctors?
Yeah. And they all, the problem is they all just want to just prescribe you medication, but I'm like, that makes me feel even crazier. To make me feel like I have to have help to do the most basic human thing feels fucking crazy. So, I do take something that does help me get to sleep. It doesn't keep me asleep, and I still don't sleep well. But most of my doctors think it's probably just like an underlying anxiety, but I'm like, I don't want to take anxiety medication. I don't want to
Yeah, and are you feeling laying there all horny or whatever? Or are you just laying there like your brain
no,
running?
I'm way past that, dude. My dick is like fucking tapped out, dude.
You're done.
I'm empty, bro. Falling asleep with fucking Lego hands, dog.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, man.
What are you saying?
You never jerk off to try to fall asleep?
Oh, yes, dude. Yeah, what are you talking about? Probably less than 30 hours ago I did it.
We shook hands as soon as I came in here, man.
Dude. Now, I have showered once since then.
I mean, you ever accidentally get a wake up nut though when you're trying to fall asleep?
Where?
Use that boost of energy on accident?
Like, what do you mean?
Like if you jerk off in the beginning of the
Tell
day,
me
I feel
about
like
that. What is that wake up nut?
a wake up nut is kind of like
Tell me about that.
I imagine it's like a shot of B12. Or it's like
Ooh.
getting into a cold plunge. Like there's just something that kind of shocks your system. And you're like, okay, I'm ready to tackle the day.
So you wake up and do a nut?
Sometimes, just depends on the day. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Depends on the weather.
Wow, really?
Yeah, man. If it's sunny out, I'm not gonna jerk off in the gloom.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm more like emo. I think I'm that dude. I'm that Tim Burton nut monkey, dude. I think I'm more like, it's cloudy out. We got a 40% chance of nut, bro.
See, that feels depressing to me. Like my dick's not gonna give it its all.
Well, dude, my dick gave up. I don't think my dick ever even wanted to be a part, me and them in a partnership. But yeah, I agree. But on a sunny day, I'm jerking off. The Lord has blessed me with this beautiful sun, and I'm going to be like, oh, let me show you what I can do.
Just add a little something to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I want to be walking on sunshine, dog.
Yeah, I guess you're right, bro.
I want to add. I'm trying to ride that high.
Yeah, you're right, bro. There's different avenues to it for sure. Dude.
Versus, I feel like if you jerk off after like 7:30 p.m., that's more of a downer. I feel like that's supposed to relax you.
That's to close it down.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
He was such a good guy. He started when he was super young too. I think he started when he was 14. Yeah,
he was full of black. He said he was so big because a lot of his inside had a lot of blacks and
a lot of blacks in him.
black people inside of him.
I mean, you could fit a couple of black people inside of him.
He said there was like a couple black guys in the front seat and the back seat of him. Because how sometimes you give one brother a ride, a couple brothers show like whoa, who's that?
Yeah,
you got
somebody hopping on the pegs.
Bro. Yeah, dude, that was the craziest thing, bro. I used to bike through the neighborhood, and on my way to school, I go through the black area, and my buddy Jonathan would get on the back, and then like sometimes a couple of his buddies would get on the front, dude. And so I was just this little, just like white little engine that could, dude, just like
calves just pumping.
I think I can. I think I can.
Fire,
I'm just sitting there, yeah. And they used to call me the N-word bus. That's what they call me. When they saw me pulling up, they'd be like, "Oh, here come the bus," and they'd all jump on. Dude, and I'd have to get like 5 guys to get help them get their education or whatever. And I was like, I can do it.
Help them get their education, like you're a public service,
bro. If I didn't get them there, it was like 11 more blocks to school. If I didn't get them there, they wasn't going, bro.
They stopped at block 8.
Oh, bro, yeah. 1 or 2 dudes got off, bro. We never saw them again.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
Yes.
He's fucking awesome, dude. I had Kyle dress up as him for the AMAs. AMAs, is that what it was for? Yeah, because they had me presenting, and I was doing.
Kyle's here. He's sitting here with us, one of the best photographers.
Yeah, he does all my videography. He does
a great job. Yeah, I couldn't hire him because you had him.
Well, sorry.
Well, if something happens,
you could outbid me.
Ooh, I guess. Well,
you're up on the block, boy.
Yeah, look, dude. Yeah, now look, I'm not saying I'd get one. I make sure I get a friend with them. Okay?
Well, 1 or 2.
They say you can't have them be alone. They're kind of like goats. We'll see about it, Kyle.
They had me presenting for it, and they had me presenting in a country category. So I wanted to do some kind of bit for it, and the bit was to basically get everybody to be like, "Oh my God, Morgan Wallen is here!" And
where was that at?
This was the AMAs in Vegas. So he shaved his beard completely down. He had just the mustache, and he had this big old mullet wig with a little hat down. He looked just enough like him. The bit was supposed to be that like the camera goes to him. It's so obviously not Morgan Wallen, and that was gonna be the bit. But he looked so much like him that people were like, okay, cool, Morgan Wallen's here. Like it completely fucking failed.
Really?
Because he looked so much like him. Yeah.
Is that online?
Yeah. I think I posted it on my Instagram, I'm sure. And all the country pages and stuff picked it up and everything. They were like, "Oh, Matt Rife takes a dig at Morgan Wallen." I'm like, that's the complete opposite. I'm saying he's definitely too fucking good to be here. He is too good to be here. He's selling out the moon, dog.
Yeah, dude, that's hilarious. Oh, why does ChatGPT have that hyphen thing?
We gotta do something about that. We have this team that figures out what the model's personality should be like and how it should behave. Mm-hmm. And a lot of users like M dashes. So we added more M dashes, and now I think we have too many M dashes. But that's the answer. Is it was just like users liked it, we put more in. Now it's like a little bit of a meme, and it's quite annoying to me. We should fix that.
But you're thinking about it too.
I think we'll get it fixed very soon.
Okay. Look like.
I think we need to get to fusion as fast as possible.
Get to what?
Nuclear fusion. I think that is the
Oh shit! What is it?
where you basically knock two small atoms together and it makes a bunch of energy, but no carbon, very clean, doesn't generate, doesn't really harm the environment, and power can become like abundant. And
Will go to college. Do you think what do you kind of think that looks like?
probably not. If I had to guess, like I think, well, I only went to half of college.
Did you
I
drop
dropped
out?
Yeah.
Dude, you guys I freaking dropped out. I didn't get shit. You dropped out. Wang dropped out. Zuckerberg dropped out. And probably a lot of other people.
And you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, we're both here. So
Oh, it worked out fine.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm being self-defeating. Yeah. What does that look like when you think about that? With AI, with so much new information coming online, right? And so much data being collected and information being carpooled and maybe, which is a term.
So you and I never grew up in a world that didn't have computers.
Right.
And our parents were like, oh, there weren't computers, and then there were, and it was this big crazy adjustment. It took them a long time to figure it out. But to us, computers just always existed. They were just, maybe they were kind of new, but they were always around. And then a kid that is there was this video on YouTube I saw maybe 12 years ago, something like that 14 years ago, that has really stuck with me. It was like a little baby in a dentist waiting room or something, picking up one of those old glossy magazines and going like this.
Oh, I remember that.
And to that kid, it was just like a broken iPad, because that kid had just grown up in a world where there were touch screens everywhere. And my kid will never grow up, will never ever be smarter than an AI. That will never happen. Kid born a few years ago, they had a brief period of time. My kid never will be smarter. But also, they'll never know a world where products and services aren't way smarter than them and super capable. They can just do whatever you need. And in that world, I think education's going to feel very different. I already think college is maybe not working great for most people. But yeah, I think fast forward 18 years, it's going to look like a very, very different thing. What do you mean?
Your brain, sorry, with the people over there? Cryonics. Do you have a cryonic deal?
No,
Have you been approached about it?
I have been approached by it. There was
That's great. They haven't even fucking approached me. I haven't asked for anything.
There was this Y Combinator company that I helped out a long time ago by giving some small deposit and then I never followed up on it. So I don't have anything in place.
Okay. But maybe just a down payment somewhere down there. If things get weird, we'll go knock on their door.
And they would probably say, where they sit, what you guys do is not a real job. You guys are, you're too rich. You're wasting your time. You're trying to
Yeah, you guys are a couple of dang zest lords out there freaking playing Uno in the park or whatever. They would not, I don't think my grandfather would be like, you have a job. He would still be like, you need to get a job.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And when we look forward another 100 years at what people are doing, they'll probably think they're working very hard. It'll feel very satisfying, very intense to them. They're really they'll feel engaged. They'll be making other people happy. They'll be creating value for each other. But if we could look forward that 100 years at those guys, do you think we would say they're working, or man, you have AI doing everything for you? You're just trying to entertain yourselves.
Yeah, I'd be oh, you guys have it so easy. Right.
But I think that's beautiful. I think it's great that those people in the past think we have it so easy. I think it's great that we think those people in the future have it so easy. That is the beautiful story of us all contributing to human progress and everybody's lives getting better and better.
Say we're able to get to that space, right? The movement that happens with AI and with just technology, which will advance quicker, I think, which is one thing that AI feels like to me. It's a fast forward button on technology and on possibility, because information can be quantified so quick, and a lot of more menial tasks, even though they're not really menial in people's lives, but menial hypothetically can be done quicker to get a lot of the framework for things done fast. But how will people survive? How do we adjust our structure of finance, if some people own the companies that have the AI, and then a lot of people are just using the AIs and the agents created by AIs to do things for them? How will society, societal members, still be able to financially survive? Will there still be money? What is that? Does it? I have a thought sometimes that this will be one of the last, maybe 40 years that we conceive children in the body. Did you have any thoughts about that?
I've definitely heard a lot of people say that. I haven't thought about it hard myself, but yeah, I guess it does make sense. Like, I guess that does make sense.
Like, God, you were in your mom's butt. It's crazy, you know?
It is crazy.
You pervert or whatever. Like, like I think in the future, it'll be kind of done like in a
vat or something.
Yes. In like a nice vat. You can go see it on the weekends or whatever. And like,
doesn't that just feel like off to you? Like, I can totally intellectually like understand that may be the better way to do it.
oh yeah, it feels way off to me. I was trying to, I thought you would like it. You know, I thought,
I mean,
like, or I thought that would be like a thought. Like, I guess like that for me, that's one of like my futuristic thoughts, you know?
like I can totally accept that will be what everybody does and that it's, you know, easier and we can like make it healthier for the child and the mother.
Yes.
You know, it's the mother doesn't take the health risk, but man, so intellectually I can say that. And then like emotionally it feels like something is off.
Feels
like
off.
That, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because then the family, like on the weekends, the parents would come and like tinker on the glass or whatever, or their dad would put like a, you know, like a Go Falcon sticker on the thing, or you know what I'm saying? People would like decorate it all up or write little messages on there.
You know, I think there's another take I have on all of this is that there, in this world that we're heading to of like crazy sci-fi technology becoming reality, the sort of like the deeply human things will become the most precious, sacred, valued things. And that we'll really care about like the human experience more than ever. And maybe it won't go that way. I don't know.
Food from like something dash or whatever. And then you, but it's like Hank's ribs. And then it's like Marty's pizza. And then it's like Susan's salami shop. But they're all the same place, you know?
And when you get that from Window Dash, you don't like, you feel like something's missing, right? You're like, this is fake. I can tell. I get less enjoyment. You would rather get that food from like the dude who's been making it and perfecting it on the, you know, that little pizza shop on the corner for the last 20 years.
Right.
Because that's like part of, like, that dude is part of the experience. That authenticity is part of the experience.
Right.
I don't think that goes away with the like fake robotic thing.
Okay. Yeah, because I think I start to feel like we're in this universe where it's like you're walking down the street or something and like a Waymo goes by and it's like, eat now. And you're like, and you already did eat. It's just got a bad reading or something. It's got a bad valve in it or something.
Yeah.
You're like yelling at it. There's nobody in there. And you're like, I already ate. It's like, sit down and eat now. And it just like fucking uses like a t-shirt cannon to just like shoot a burrito at you. And then you're sitting there, you're eating that, you know? And then the GLP car goes by, right?
And says, I can help you out.
Yes. And it's like, obviously you've overeaten. You're like, I didn't even want to eat. That thing's messed up, right? You're yelling at a car that has no driver in it. And then it shoots you with 3 GLP-1 darts in the neck. And now your wife doesn't even recognize you when you get home or whatever, you know? Appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't seen you since I fell out of my chair.
You fell out of the chair at the inauguration. That was really like quite a way to meet you.
Yeah. I felt so embarrassed. And you were one of the faces that I looked up and saw and I was like, God. And that was my first moment, like AI built us a better chair, to be honest with you.
And you did nothing, right? You were just sitting there and it just collapsed.
Nothing.
I remember that.
And it was just so embarrassing. I was like, oh, of all people, me, and here I am in this place. And
I think it was perfect because everybody's got to have some story. When people are like, oh, what was the inauguration? Like, everybody's got to have some story to tell.
Yeah.
And that was an incredible story for us all to tell. There have been like a lot of experiences in life where everyone tells you something's going to be great. And then it's like, okay, the people are right. The consensus is right. It's like even better than I thought it was going to be. But this has been the strongest example of that ever. Like I knew it was going to be great. And it's like way, way better. It's impossible to describe. There's nothing I can say that's not like very cliche. And it's totally amazing.
What is like one of your, and you have a young boy?
Yeah.
And what's something like that you think is like neat or like what's one thing that kind of like is bringing you joy with it?
Watching the speed with which he like learns new things or gains new capabilities is just unbelievable. It's like every day. It's like, oh man, he just couldn't do that before. And now he's like grabbing stuff and passing it between his hands and getting to like watch it day to day is just an amazing rate of change. And then I don't like, I realize it's like, I realize that like everything about babies are very finely tuned over a long period of evolution to make us like love them and be fascinated by them. And it's like a neurochemical hack, but I love it. It's great. It's so strong. It's so intense.
So it's really like almost like a coffee for your heart or something kind of?
I don't even know how to find. I've tried to like come up with an analogy to tell, because now I'm like telling everybody you got to have a lot of kids. It's really important.
Yeah.
And I've been looking for an analogy of what to explain. And then I always just say like, I don't know how to explain this. It is the best thing I've ever done by far. I feel like a completely changed person. And I was like thinking the other day, like there used to be all these other, like at this point, all I do is work and hang out with my family. I don't like really get to do a lot of hobbies anymore.
Right.
It's busy time at work. I don't get to hang out with my friends that much. And I don't, there were like all these things that people tell you like, oh, you got a baby coming. You got to go, take that spontaneous international trip because you're not gonna be doing that again for a long time. And I was like, oh, that is kind of sad. In practice, you don't do it that often. Or I at least didn't do it that often. And I don't miss it at all. I like remember that used to be a possibility. Now I can see that's not gonna be a possibility for a long time. And I'm thrilled with the trade. I went recently to one of our new data centers under construction in Abilene, Texas. It's about like a approximately 1 gigawatt facility, huge. It'll be the biggest data center ever built by the time it's done. And you stand in the middle of that, and the scale of this project just hits you so big. That's like one little part of it.
Dude, that's like 8 Costco's.
There's like 5,000 people there doing construction on it, and this thing is just standing up, making progress every day. And you stand in the middle of this
and what
thing,
are you in a chariot or whatever? Like, how do you even roll up?
You're like in a little ATV.
Oh, okay.
It's like a dirty kind of construction site. But the scale of this thing, and then you kind of go in every room and you look at all the cables, the power, the cooling systems, rack after servers, and it's humongous. They're standing up these like power plants right in the middle of it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Well, it starts to make our planet look like a software board,
It does. When you see it from the air, I was really struck by that. I was like, this looks like the motherboard of a computer.
Yeah, it looks like the motherboard of a computer. You start to see like how the planets in like a lot of these like sci-fi movies, a lot of them have that R2-D2 look on the outside of them because they've been
covered in.
Get afraid to say.
I don't think you should be afraid. I don't think anybody would be offended by that. I was talking to this friend of mine though about how he uses ChatGPT and he's been using it a lot for a couple of years now, and he noticed recently that he started giving it personality tests. He had uploaded any personality test he could find to ChatGPT and say, based on what you know about me, answer this. And he had never like told it, here's my personality. It had just learned it from the questions he asked over the years. And on every one he tried, it got exactly the answer and exactly the outcome he would get. And so that's not like, he didn't get uploaded, he didn't get merged, he didn't plug something into his brain, but somehow like the pattern of him had gotten imprinted into this AI.
Wow. Maybe we're not as complex as we think we are.
Or maybe we are, and AI can just learn it really well. AI can like represent these very complex things. One of those two. But that was a real moment for me of like, wow, the merge maybe can happen in a very different way than we thought.
Love on the Spectrum is like a big show, right? People, it's like, and those people are in love shit. Half the people I know are just, barely, they're crying in parking lots or whatever, but, there's spousal issues or whatever. But anyway, what I'm saying is, do you think that some of the creators now and some of the tech lords almost have some tech built into them, like almost I don't want to say like an autism, dude, because
you can say that.
Okay.
I think so. I mean, yeah, I to take the kind of like harshest look at us collectively, I can, are we a little autistic on the whole? I would say probably.
Yeah, dude, I knew that shit.
But that's all right.
No, that's what I'm saying. For years ago, first time I ever met some people with autism, I was like, dude, these guys are computers, right? Like a lot of these guys are just, they're kind of like a little bit of a cyborg in some way in the way that they think, right?
Look, you are this like impossibly charming, cool guy, and I'm like kind of a lot more computery than you. But
you're not much though.
We can have it. We can still like figure it out.
Yeah. I really don't mean it as an offense, but I think that we may need that in people to get whatever's next in the world. Yeah, do you think that's realistic?
Yeah, I think society needs like this very broad diversity of people. You need some people like me. You need some people who are more normal than me. You don't want too many of me, but like.
Yeah, you don't want too many of any one thing. Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, God, yeah, these people are able to see things differently and quantify things differently. Do you always feel, because some tech guys, they just have a different understanding of possibility, right? A different understanding of feeling and thing. Do you feel human all the time?
I do feel human all the time, but I feel like I have noticed that I think extremely differently about the future, about exponential change, about compounding technology than almost anybody else that I kind of come across in regular life. So
That's cool.
One of my best guys, God rest his soul, like literally out the gate, 6 a.m. Hey, kid, stop over here. Run into the store, come out, 2 tall boys.
Oh, yeah.
And they did the routes where every half hour there was a deli, him and his partner. So if I filled in with him for his partner, like literally every time it was a half hour up, there was a different deli.
Oh, so they got a
I'll be
cheek
right
full
back.
of mortadella and 2
They
beers,
just
huh?
Run in,
Praise
come
God,
out.
brother. Praise God.
Yeah. No, guys enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds like it should be, Before they started fucking everything in America is a penny pinching fucking fiasco now. Nobody can have a fucking cheek full of strong cheese and 2 fucking Bush Lights, just to get through the workday.
Oh.
And
there was one dude, he was purple at one point.
Wow, what happened to him?
He was just drinking.
Oh, drinking that much?
Dude,
Yeah.
his skin was awful.
Some people.
I don't even know if he's alive anymore.
He's not. I'll tell you. He's not.
It's
That
questionable.
guy ain't alive. Dude, deer people are crazy. Deer people, I'm surprised nobody jumps the fence and gets out there,
They try.
Really?
Yeah. They've tried. But, they have little security here and there. Guy killed a big buck once and he actually got fired.
Oh, an
he was
employee?
a mechanic. Yeah, he was a mechanic for the city and got fired.
He was out there hunting on the landfill?
Yeah, he killed it, and then everybody saw it because you can't hunt it. So you're seeing this buck walked around like it was his area.
Oh, yeah.
He would be out in the middle of the day just walking the streets.
Oh,
he didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He was gangster. But now they also put a guy, on the hill to like keep the population down.
Oh, wait, so there's a person that works on the landfill?
Yeah, they pay a guy who sleeps in a tent on the landfill that, takes care of the deer population.
Damn, what?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yep. Snips,
Sorry, I
tucks, cuts, all kinds of things.
He
They dart the
does
deer.
you read what's it called? Neutralizes them? No.
Well, it's vasectomies.
Vasectomies?
And all kinds of.
So they're doing animal vasectomy out there on the landfill.
And-
Trash. Anybody find anything really unique over the years? Any bone structure or anything like that?
Listen, you'd find all kinds of
Treasures?
stuff if you were looking. Like I said,
You didn't look though.
I didn't have time for it. Like I said, I was running. I want to get done. I want to be out of the street.
Right.
I don't want to deal with people. Like I said, the people that don't pay attention to you, they drive into you.
Right. It's just risky.
Hot, crabby days. But this one time I'm with my buddy, Louie, and we're picking up this apartment building.
Yeah.
And we open the gates and there's, I think it was 6 or 7 Joker poker machines. And I'm like, what the fuck is
Oh,
this
yeah.
about?
Video poker?
Yeah, like in
Yeah,
the
I love
bars,
them.
they have those,
Yeah,
the
Mom
cheap,
used to use our allowance in them.
Yeah. And so I worked at bars when I was younger and I knew, I'm like, oh yeah, the money's stashed underneath. So we opened them up, there was nothing there. But I'm like, you know what? I remember one of the bar owners having like a trap door because sometimes the dollars, the $10 bills would just float in and there was this little Tupperware in it and it would float and it fall perfect right down the slit. So when I saw that was still blocked off, we dragged them back to the garage. We beat the living piss out of these things with sledgehammers. My boss walks in, he's like, I'm not even going to ask what's up. Right? Dude, we got $360 a piece, $720. Dude, and they were the finest $10 and $20 1980 bills.
Oh, yeah.
They were like right out the machine.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So yeah, that was one of my better ones. But listen, you find things here and there.
Yeah.
I always found something that, somebody was throwing out and I didn't have to dig, like it was next to the curb in New York.
So maybe upper echelon types or whatever, you think?
Certain religion people,
Okay.
they have their
So like the Orthodox Jews don't want you in their neighborhood between
Bingo.
12 to 5.
bingo.
Wow.
And those are some nasty motherfuckers.
Is it pretty nasty over there in their neighborhood?
Well, listen, it's nothing against them. Because I have actually been in some of those houses.
Yeah.
Like, because there are people in those areas that are very nice. But then, Passover comes and they throw everything out. They're like 5, 6-year-olds throwing matches, like shit, lighting shit on fire. It was crazy. I was like, I can't do this no more. Because they would bring everybody pretty much who was available from other garages to come and do this. And you get one truck on a block and you just go up and down all day. And they throw everything out. Like, I didn't know if you knew that about the Orthodox Jews.
They just get rid of everything once a
Passover,
year?
they throw everything out. Couches, beds, clothes, everything goes in the garbage.
Why? It's just part of the.
Come flying up a one way, and now me and my buddy Louie, we're down we're pointing down a one way. They come flying up the wrong way. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I said, oh, maybe they're coming to help us, because you used to do that all the time on the job. You would call out to friends, hey, listen, my route's heavy today.
Right.
Like, can you come and grab this block? Yeah, no problem. You always help each other out. Dude, all of a sudden they jump out the truck. They start whipping us with eggs. It was like around Halloween. It might have been Halloween.
Right.
So they're chucking eggs, all over the truck.
Oh,
I'm
the other
running.
truck?
Yeah, like they're throwing eggs at us.
Yeah.
And me and my buddy Louie, actually I'm throwing garbage, and Louie goes running by me. I'm like, where'd you go? And then eggs start flying over my head. So now we fly up the block. They back out. They drive away. Right. So now you always have blocks that intertwine.
Yeah.
So they go to the main street. We go to the store, get 2 dozen eggs. Yeah. We go all these shortcuts, cutting every light off. We block, we just ran. We waited for them where we knew they were going to go. And now regular Earth is happening. Yeah. Like people are out there's a food store right there. Yeah. There's people walking the streets, everything. Dude, we're hiding behind cars. And they pull up and get stuck at the light. Dude, we whipping.
Oh, yeah.
Bah, bah, bah. They were covered head to toe. They couldn't get out. They were blocked in by cars where we had the chance to run. We had to go back to my mother's house and wash the inside of the cabs out. Oh. That's how bad it was.
Like Hagenau. That's crazy. Was there like a wave of trash water that would come out on the cycle? Like I'm talking something Kelly Slater would flirt with,
So this woman, and I knew her from the neighborhood. I went to school. Well, I didn't go to school with her daughter, but I knew her daughter from high school. And I used to hang out with her and her friends. And she comes out. She's like, "Oh, Wayne, I can't lift this sofa." And it was in the driveway. I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get it. Go back inside." Downpouring. So we throw the sofa in and we throw bags in. Now she's right next to me, and I'm like, "Don't stand there. Go somewhere else." No. I want to get. She's trying to help give us something, for taking this stuff.
Let me give you a couple muffins or something.
It cycles, dude, from head to toe. It was brown water. She literally had maggots like on her face. I was like, "Get in the house and go take a shower." She's like, "What is all this?" I was with her eyes closed.
Oh.
I'm like, "Just get in the fucking house. I told you don't stand here."
That's the devil's backwash.
Because you're right near the water there.
Oh, I saw one wearing a Charles Barkley jersey.
Dude, I wouldn't doubt it up there.
Bro,
so there's one night we're working picking baskets up. You know how there's corner baskets in Manhattan? So there's just a basket on every corner where people throw litter and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
So they're all lined up in front of the UN. So we're doing the baskets. It was early in my career.
And is each basket a different country or something?
No. No, it's just a basket like all along the UN. There's just more there because they don't want litter.
Okay.
So there's just more baskets in the front of
I'm thinking it's like the Epcot Center of trash or something,
No. So, but it's the Epcot Center of rats. I mean, dude, I'm talking boys.
Yeah.
And dude, I dumped the basket. So it was quick. Like once you started doing the baskets, you spin off the truck quick, bing, bam, you're right back. Literally takes me 3 seconds to dump a pail.
Oh, so you throw it, dump it, and it's back. And
boom, and then you jump on the truck. Okay. We still had the steps at the time. So I see fluttering going on. And dude, I mean, with the tail, this thing had to be 18 inches.
Oh, yeah, that thing probably went to Rutgers, bro.
Yeah. He was that fullback. Yeah. So big boy. So, dude, I'm working with this dude. I'm jump off the truck, and I'm running along the truck.
Away from it?
Dude, I'm just running. He's like, "What are you doing?" He looks next to me. I'm running. I said, "There's something in there, man." He's like, "What do you mean?" So we went back there with like the broom and the shovel to like kill it and just cycled it up. I was like, I ain't fucking around with it. Wow. Because you would have like possums and stuff. Like as you cycle the rats, they literally just jump right out.
Yeah. Now, what's the most Here's one right here. Garbage man saves kittens from trash. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean,
Shana Tavade probably doing this.
You'd be shocked, man.
Yeah. Anybody ever try to put a baby in the garbage, bro?
So
I won't tell anybody if you
no,
tell me.
No.
And I'll know if you're lying too.
All right. So I had like a year on a job. Got hurt. I had this shoulder done, surgery. So they do like this mail carrying thing.